Hi, everybody. All right, so where we picked up off last time, we had finished cutting the top cowl to the scribe lines that are in the piece. We're happy with that. And then we cut the bottom cowl, or at least the center area, as the top sort of overlaps the center. Basically, all the first steps we're doing here, you can see I've got some Cleco clamps out, is basically to get the front of the cowling fit, right? So that's what we're really focusing on. Yes, you do cut to the rough scribe lines on the top piece, but you don't cut them all the way on the bottom piece, right? That's one thing I sort of left out last time. Doing a little bit of work on the airbox, apparently. Yeah, so the idea here is that we are actually just cutting the bottom and the top to match the front. So the bottom cowl, you only cut the very front of the scribe lines around the front of the face and the first 2.5 inches on the side. It's kind of hard to see. But yeah, the idea being that we're just trying to fit the face together. All right, so, and that includes a lot of sanding. So you're going to be seeing me doing a lot of sanding. These pieces are really thick, and where they overlap, if you look closely at the bottom cowl, you can see a little bit of a lip, right, on the side of the main center ring. That piece gets overlapped. Well, I mean, for it to fit nice, the part that's overlapping it needs to be flush to the face of that, and that face also needs to be flush, so there's a lot of sanding. What am I saying? That's all this chapter really is. It's just a lot of sanding. And I will say that it can be an extreme pain in the butt to get those Cleco clamps on. So you're going to need at least 4 of them, 2 around the face, and 1 on each side. You can see I've got some 2x4s in the ground. That's because when you cut the back scribe lines on these cowl pieces, you know, the top actually has an angle on it, which you'll see when you cut yours. And so fitting it flush on the floor doesn't really work. So you kind of need a couple of pieces of wood to sort of balance them. So yeah, and that's all this is about. This is like I said, the next dozen or so videos, it's going to be me staring at something a lot. So this one is still full speed because this one's sort of important. But I'm definitely going to have to start grouping some later video. So like I said, all we're doing is just putting it on and off and trying to get the front face lined up perfectly. As long as the top is aligned, then once we're done and we're happy with that, then we can actually put the pieces on the plane and then start, you know, very carefully removing material from the back to make sure it fits to the back. Then we'll remove material from between the two along the side edges to make sure it fits laterally. So that's sort of the order of operation. See, it's stare, think, sand, Cleco, stare, think, sand, over and over and over again. Now the end result of this is once we're happy and the front face is where we generally think it's going to be, you know, it's mounted nice and flush, so that like the front ring is flush between the two halves, the sides meet, and everything is nice. Once we're satisfied with that, then we're going to go ahead and we're going to drill a number 40 hole where the overlap is on the front sides of the cowl, just like on a Cessna, right? So anyone that's done oil changes on a Cessna, you go to take the cowl off, you've got 3 screws on the inside of the air inlets. Here we'll only wind up having 2, but it's the same thing. Because if you think about it, right, so no matter how much you need to cut off the rest of the pieces, like the angle that the 2 pieces swivel compared to the very front of the cowling is minuscule. So it's safe to go ahead and sort of pre-line up or pre-align the front of the cowling. Then the rest of it, it's so easy. So, yep, just videos of me sanding. In the next video, more sanding. But I'm sure we'll do something fascinating as well. So, all right, again, tomorrow, Sunday, putting the wings on. I will give a report, but you'll have to wait for the video to see the full thing. So, thank you for joining me, everyone. Hope you're having a good weekend. See you soon.